I will say that we are going to continue to rely on the advice of medical experts in the federal government.
So wait. Did y'all hear that? This video is brought to you by Extreme Tees. Click on the link below. Make sure you put Kevin in the promo code and you'll get a 20% discount.
Thank you for calling Finch Care ER. This is Brianna. How can I help you?
Hi, Brianna. Thanks for taking my call. I'm trying to get a test for Delta, the Delta variant. Do you guys do those?
We don't have anything that actually detects certain variants. It'll just detect if you have SARS or not.
Okay, and I'm just wondering, though, because how does, like, the CDC know about Delta case count? Isn't that important to capture?
I'm not 100% sure. Some protocols have changed where they're not even necessarily requiring the number of positives that we receive at a facility, because at that point it's just kind of like you self-treat at home. There's nothing that we can do for it.
Right.
So I'm not quite sure. I don't actually know any facility or any kind of testing site that can say like this is the Delta variant or this is just SARS-CoV-19, any of that.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Either way, the machines can pick up if you have COVID, but the variant, we cannot discover that here.
How do you test that it's the Delta variant, that COVID is the Delta variant?
I don't understand the question.
How do you test that it's the dominant strain in an area when people just test whether they're COVID positive?
Well, we don't test it. We don't test it. We listen to public health and scientists, and they tell us that it's the Delta variant.
Explain their process for that.
I don't even understand. Why would they explain
Their process of how they're determining it's the Delta variant?
I mean, that's what they are telling us. I laid out I laid out how contagious it was, and I laid out why we needed to act on the Delta variant. I laid out why.
The answers we get is because they say so, without a lot of.
Well, they're the experts. It's not just they. These are scientists. These are experts.
The answers we get is because they say so.
And we actually went out and bought enough vaccine. Oh my God.
Skeptical American public about taking the vaccine, and they should be.
If you want to do business with the federal government, get your workers vaccinated.
We can't trust the president and takes word and take a vaccine that might cause harm to us.
I also directed the Pentagon to look at adding COVID-19 to the list of vaccinations that are required for our troops, because the others are required. If and when the vaccine comes, and it's not likely to go through all the tests that needs to be and the trials that are needed to be done. And the good news is that now many are following the federal government's lead. In the past several days, states and local officials have come out to impose similar vaccination mandates.
Let's just say there's a vaccine that is approved and even distributed before the election. Would you get it?
Well, I think that's going to be an issue for all of us.
I want to thank Walmart, Google, Netflix, Disney, Tyson Foods for their recent actions requiring vaccination for employees.
When we finally do, God willing, get a vaccine, who's going to take the shot?
All right. She's getting the shot. I'm going to go get my little black medical book.
Who's going to take the shot?
I don't go toy pop with a bunch of bubble gummers. My face can handle that. Get the shot!
Look, I know this isn't easy, but I will have their backs and the backs of other private public sector leaders if they take such steps.
We will need to have access to the vaccine results so we can make our independent assessment to make sure that Donald Trump's fingerprints are not on it.
There's no wall high enough or ocean wide enough to keep us safe from the vaccine.
Stop talking to me! Start talking to her!
Right!
You can be the first one to say, sign me up. They now say it's okay.
Get her!
Is the vaccine safe? Frankly, I'm not going to trust the federal government's opinion. And I wouldn't recommend to New Yorkers based on the federal government's opinion. 4 million people getting back, 4 million shot. And the question of whether it's real when it's there, that requires enormous transparency.
Get her!
Would you trust that vaccine? There's very little that we can trust that comes out of Donald Trump's mouth.
We have roughly 350 million people vaccinated in the United States.
350 million people vaccinated in the United States, Joe? The population is only 330 million. Surely, given he has notes and auto cue and probably advisors in his ear, he'd correct that glaring falsehood. He certainly wouldn't repeat it, would he?
We cannot take for granted this process will be free of political influence.
To get more people vaccinated. I said, well over, what's the number again? I remind myself, 350 million Americans have already been vaccinated. They're doing fine.
Would you trust that vaccine?
There's very little that we can trust that comes out of Donald Trump's mouth.
Oh dear, he doesn't even know the population of the country he's president of, let alone how many of them have been vaccinated.
I don't trust the president, and I don't trust the FDA.
The vaccination of the unvaccinated. If Donald Trump can't give answers and the administration can't give answers to these three questions, the American people should not have confidence. But others have declined to step up.
You're going to say to the American people now, here's a vaccine, it was new, it was done quickly, but trust this federal administration and their health administration that it's safe?
Places that have offered the $100. That'd be really good. I'd go back and get vaccinated 3 times.
I will say that I would not trust Donald Trump.
The answers we get is because they say so.
Hey, how confident are you in the approval process of the FDA right now?
How confident am I? I'm not that confident.
Without a lot of
Well, they're the experts. It's not just Dave. These are scientists. These are experts.
Yes, I would be hesitant, but I'm going to ask a lot of questions.
You're going to need someone other than this FDA and this CDC saying it's safe.
We don't test it. We don't test it. We listen to public health and scientists, and they tell us that it's the Delta variant. I don't even understand. Why would they explain
their process of how they're determining it's the Delta variant?
I mean, that's what they are telling us.
You got to make all of it available to other experts across the nation so they can look and see. So there's consensus, this is a safe vaccine.
I mean, that's what they are telling us.
What I'm worried about is that there's some sort of October surprise and that there is a pressure put on the decision makers here to announce the vaccine in October of 2020.
And you can consider this memo today as what we would call in the military a warning order.
We're going to put together our own group of doctors and medical experts to review the vaccine and the efficacy and the protocol. And if they say it's safe, then I'll go to the people of New York and I will say it's safe.
This is coming, and we want you to be ready for it.
But if Donald Trump tells us that we should take it, I'm not taking it.
We'd prefer you get the vaccine now and not wait for the mandate.
Good luck, America.
Now, God bless y'all. Don't forget to hit that like button, share my videos. Also, don't forget to donate if you like Kevin's Corner. There are links in the bottom of this video. Check out Extreme Tees, my sponsor. If you like the products, put Kevin in the promo code. You'll get a 20% discount. And what else? Oh, find me on Rumble in the Jungle. All right, God bless you all next time in Kevin's Corner. Take care.